Oh, wow, you guys. Wow. What type of performance did I see today? What type of performance did I just see from this team today? Oh my God. You guys, I was off my seat that entire second half. I couldn't sit down once. The nerves I was feeling throughout that entire game. My Lord, it's been a long time, a very long time since I've felt that in a game. But wow, what commitment, what performance, you guys. My God, this is Chelsea spirit right here. This is what separates us from other teams. Who does it like us? Who does it like us? Please, who's going to Anfield with 10 men? 10 men conceding right before the first half ends, and plays a scoreless draw in the second half, still creates opportunities against them, limits them to just long shots from outside the box. Chelsea Football Club do that, man. Chelsea Football Club do that. What a performance, what a team, man. You know, it makes us, cast our minds back to times where, Mount and the rest were just getting themselves back into the team. And, we'd always think about that third season, that holy grail, that magical third season where I think we all collectively expected us to be mounting a title challenge, looking to win the Premier League. And we're witnessing that this season, you guys. Because you don't put a performance like that where you're suffering throughout the entire game. The level of intensity and performance I saw from players like Azpilicueta, players like Marcus Alonso, the remontada of the decades. I'm sorry, he came out from the grave, he's back. He's rightfully kicking out Ben Chilwell out the team. I can go on about the entire team, you guys. The goosebumps I felt watching this game. This is the type of performance you want to see from the team. That's the type of performance that makes us fans feel something for the team and gives us that hope and that confidence that we're in it to win it this time. Wow, you guys, in today's match review, I'm going to break down the whole game and, some of the moments that happened from the referees, moments of beauty, that goal from Kai Havertz, oh wow, and just some of the other controversies that happened throughout too. So I hope you guys do enjoy. Please hit that like button, support the channel, and press the bell notification button too. That would obviously help me out quite a lot. So let's now get into the first half. And this game, things can happen at any time. It can become so random at times. The way we played that first half, I'm sorry, I felt like we were in absolute control. And the disappointing thing is that we should have ended that first half with 2 goals. Let's break down that first half real quick, you guys. Of course, Liverpool, they start really intense. They look to press us in the wide areas. Their plan was to stop our wing-backs progressing forward, and, they went man v man. Mane put in a lot of work against players like Azpilicueta and Reece James, and of course, with a team like Liverpool, you can sustain that press for a while. Naturally, there are moments where you have to, defend, hold your position, and wait for the tides and the storm to calm down a little bit, because there was no way they were keeping up that intensity throughout the entire first half. Yeah, a few scary moments. Henderson should have done a lot better from an opportunity where he was 1v1 with Mendy, and instead of going for the shot, he looks to play someone else in instead. That's a lack of conviction that Liverpool were playing with at times, to be honest. And some of the other nervy moments came from shots from outside the box. But once we broke past that pressure, we started to influence our game. We started to see the wing-backs bombing forward a lot more. Marcus Alonso was a very important outlet for this team. The fact that not only could we just play it direct to Lukaku, but we could play balls to Alonso out wide, and he could be the outlet for the team too. That's the type of performance that Alonso is putting in for the team right now. But once we're able to do that, you guys, we're starting to find Kai and Mason Mount in the half spaces between the lines in great positions. We're opening Liverpool up, we're disrupting their defensive line, and from good pressure we win a corner. And for me, this was just clear set piece routine. That run that Havertz made to go to the near post, excellent run. No Liverpool player was there or near enough to mark him. He was just unmarked throughout the entire box, and that's why I keep calling Kai the German ghost, because this is what he does. That ball into the near post and Reece James, top quality, world class ball, and the beautiful header we saw from Kai Havertz. Wow. For me, this is what Kai does. This is why we spent the money on this guy. I'm just honestly lost for words. That perfect technique, perfect execution, loops all the way over Alisson, and we deserved that in the first half. And from then on, we were creating counter-attacks after counter-attacks, and you know, you're hoping that second goal comes soon, because it felt like we were getting very, very close to it. We were starting to really open up Liverpool. Lukaku was an amazing platform for the team. Wow. He's, as I said, you guys, watch my tactics breakdown on what Lukaku is going to bring to us for this season, to get the full range and idea of, you know, just why you should feel so confident about our chances this season with this guy up front, because yeah, his hold-up play is world class. He demonstrated that throughout the entire game, under pressure from very big physical players. Because Liverpool, you know, they're not a team of small guys. These are big men. These are strong guys. You know, they're winners. They're champions. They've European champions. They're domestic champions. So, you know, that comes with a different type of intensity and a different type of performance. And you know, Lukaku held himself. Oh, the way this guy just, for me, I think he might be the strongest player in the league. There was one moment that he just like flung Van Dijk to the floor. Another moment where he just absolutely just overpowered Matip whenever he wanted to. And it's the intelligence behind how he's always holding the ball and keeping the ball in the good positions. He's not losing it. He's not wasting it. Yeah, a few times he's going 1v1 on runs. He's got no one alongside him. You know, you're not expecting too much. But wow, it really just brings a new way for us to create and score chances against teams now. You know, those supporting runs. You know, having someone that can play people in, you know, when you have third-man runs in your team and in your game, that's when you boost your chances of winning games. So, yeah, who would have thought that not too long after that? Liverpool, yeah, they have a tiny bit of good pressure near the end of the first half. They get a corner, lucky flick for Mane, who showed, of course, that desire, because, you know, it's Liverpool, for God's sake. And, wow, just misfortune after misfortune. I think this is the time to speak about the referee now, to be honest. Anthony Taylor, we know this guy before. You know, we've got a lot of history with him. I kind of understand him. He's one of those guys who wants to let the game just go on all the time. But the issue by constantly doing that and being a slave to that idea is that there's many a time where you need to be more nuanced and think smarter. And throughout this game, Liverpool players were getting away making yellow card fouls. You know, how many fouls were they constantly playing on Kai Havertz in that first half, for God's sake? Mason Mount, you can go on. It's absolutely outrageous. And is it any surprise that during such a sensitive moment of the game like that, Taylor is making his opinion off a freeze frame? I'm sorry. Reece James, what can the guy do? There was no way in hell, no way at all this was intentional. It bounced off his thigh. And then that's just, I'm sorry, that's just a natural body response. Well, I mean, how could he move himself out the way? The ball was literally, that momentum bounced off his thigh and boom, coming with force towards him. Like, there's nothing that he could have done in that moment, and it's incredibly harsh for him to have got that red card. And the fact that, you know, from our perspective as fans, from what we saw, it didn't seem like there was much care when it came to making that final decision. It was very quick when he went there. He ran all the way there, 2 seconds. I mean, these guys caught you over because they weren't too sure. So that just tells you all you need to know about just how unfair this moment of the game was. But honestly, you guys, maybe in the grand scheme of this season and potentially how it could go towards, maybe this had to happen. This is like the destiny of how our season could end, because the performance we saw in the second half from the team, you know, Tuchel had to make the right decisions. You know, in came Cover, in came Thiago Silva, replacing Kai Havertz and N'Golo Kante. You guys, of course, I'm going to say quickly, of course, in the player ratings, I'm going to go into more detail behind all the players' games. Of course, there's lots of guys I missed out on, so save for the other video for that. But getting back to the match review, guys, Tuchel said the back three was going to remain, and of course, in a game like this, away from home, Anfield, the fans, you know, is Anfield, you know, is the cop. Is that like putting pressure on the referee? I wouldn't be surprised. It's been a long time since fans have been in the stadium. Could it be like adjustment periods at referees? I'm not too sure. Maybe I'm just thinking too far ahead, you guys. But regardless, though, the spirit, man, it's back. You know, it was shining brighter than it's ever shines. Everyone dug deep. Everyone fought right to the end. My God, the effort I was seeing for players like Aspilicueta, Rudiger, Thiago Silva. No time to even, you know, get into the game. He had to instantly be ready, and to have someone like this in the back, you know, one of the best defenders in the world still, is not getting enough praise at all. My opinion is absolutely baffling to me. Came in, marched that defense, and just look at the way he timed when he was gonna, you know, apply pressure to the defensive line. You know, some of the passing angles he was constantly closing off too. You know, these guys make it look easy, but look, the way they're thinking non-stop about danger, where to be, this is like world-class stuff. And You know, not only him, Rudiger, moments like this, you want your leaders to come out, and the way our leaders were there, man. We weren't taking no nonsense from Liverpool at all today. The players were grouped together. They knew this was going to be a fight. They had to be ready for it. And that togetherness, you know, as a fan, that definitely does, you know, of course I want to see that. It makes me happy, man. That's why I connect to this team, you know, because no team doesn't like us. Absolutely no team doesn't like us. But I need to continue on the defense because Andreas Christensen, you know, I would watch his game and his performance against Mane. I was thinking about that game at the start of last season where, you know, he got sent off against Liverpool. And, you know, Mane really made him look like I thought it was too harsh, but in the moment, I really can't think of anything else to say. I'm going to keep it real, you guys. But seeing the levels in which Christensen has just developed, the one thing was always missing was having that frame, that upper body. How many times is this guy getting flung to the floor from aerial duels? You know, strikers would be very aggressive with him because referees aren't going to give a fouls against defenders here. And he really suffered a lot at times. So he put in the work. He put in the work bulking up. Maybe he had a mad metabolism, who knows. But the way he played against Mane today, came on top every single time with his duels. You know, this is why I love Christensen. He's a defender that can defend in the air now. But he's always been amazing defending on the ground against defenders that run at you, that dribble, that moving behind. You know, this guy is, for me, you know, he's looking like, I think world class. It's not going to be too long until he's in that discussion. I'm just keeping it real because, yeah, I mean, of course he has to be in the team now. The way that Thiago Silva is this genius himself, the fact that Christensen is keeping him out, is telling everything you need to know about how he's developed and what he's bringing for the team, because this was a proper, you know, this is a proper Chelsea defending performance from him today. But yeah, you guys, you know, the efforts, of course, Liverpool, lots of threat, you know, playing around us. When Thiago came on, I felt a little bit nervous. That's the type of player you want to, you know, you don't want to play against, you know, when you're defending deep. But yeah, what I love was man, the fight, like the gamemanship. Like I absolutely love those moments where your players right at the end feigning that they had cramp, stuff like that. You know, players Aspilicueta looking to buy more time from throw-ins, looking to win cheap free kicks, you know, pretending that you got bashed in the face, stuff like that. That's what you need to do to win. That's the desire you have to show. That's the mentality you need to have. You know, these guys are proper warriors, man. They demonstrated that today. We have a warrior up front in Lukaku. We have warriors in midfield in Jorginho, in Mount, in Kante, and in defense. We got the best back three. For me, the best group of defenders in the world. I wouldn't swap any one of these guys for a single defender. And the fact of adding Koundé to this, hey man, it's actually going to be disgraceful what we do. But anyway, we did it. We got the point against Liverpool. We made a statement that we are looking to win the title. And that's it, you guys. Yeah, we can go to bed today just feeling happy that the team did it. And they made us proud. And as fans, that's what you want to see. So on that note, I'm the EFC, this is Blue Lions TV. I'll catch you guys later with some more videos. Cool.